Have you heard of the Doorman Fallacy before?
No, I've not until now.
Okay, so I first heard about it on Ali Abdal's podcast, where he was interviewing an individual named Rory Sutherland. And a little bit about Rory. Rory is, I know him on a first name basis right now because I saw one of his podcasts. He's a advertising exec out in the UK.
So good.
And he's written a bunch of publications, books. One of his books was called Alchemy, The Power of Ideas That Don't Make Sense. And in that book, he discusses what he calls the Doorman Fallacy. What the Doorman Fallacy is about this story of where a bunch of consultants are brought into a 5-star hotel with the goal to bring efficiency to the hotel. And so what they do is they start looking at all the different aspects of the hotel and they start to basically categorize each of them. So they look at a doorman and they're like, the doorman opens the door. That is his job. And then they continue down everything and they're like, okay, on this giant spreadsheet, open the door. We're paying someone to do this. Can we automate this with technology? Yes. Okay, we're going to put in an automated door opener. And so then you fire the doorman, you put in the automated opener. Woohoo, I saved money. People, are happy that you're having a higher profit. But the one thing that isn't categorized or thought about there is, what does a doorman do? And I don't know, have you been to a hotel where they actually have an actual doorman?
Yeah.
What do they do?
They would direct you on where you can go, how you can park. It's just like small little hospitality things.
So they're doing more than just opening the door.
Open the door.
Exactly. They can help hail a taxi. Sometimes they're helping you with your luggage in a way. They're kind of like a concierge. There's a different.
It is your first impression of the hotel.
Yeah, there's a different vibe, right? Versus walking through Best Western and the doors open up and then you just go into the corner and you maybe see some fake Formica countertop to talk to someone. And so that's the part that gets missed when you're analyzing things. And so the Doorman Fallacy is where you can categorize this one thing, but then disregard everything else in the value that it brings. And then you make decisions off of that narrow scope versus a wider scope or lens. Mm-hmm. And for me, that was professionally, I come from an operational background where we're always looking to find efficiencies. I mean, I'm an ex-consultant, right? It's what we did. And it's something that I never thought about because a lot of the times you put these kind of categories together and then you disregard the other value that comes with that. I think every 5-star hotel that I could think of still has a doorman. I can't think of one that doesn't. I remember when I was at the Ritz, I don't even know if the Ritz is considered 5-star. Maybe it's 4-star, but there's a doorman. I mean, there's butlers. There's a bunch of other things that are there that sure you could have a robot go and do, but it just wouldn't be the same. And it wouldn't, it's not going to command that same price. There's no way you're going to be like, yeah, I'll pay $600 a night to go to this place.
Not talk to anybody.
Yeah, not talk to anybody and call the an automated dial system. For one, press, or what is that? For the front lounge, press 1. For the room service, click 2. And you're like, why am I paying so much money?
I'll get the fuck out of here. Oh, that was interesting.
Can you think of some other examples of things that technology kind of pulls this level of concierge or experience or things like that?
Oh, just the basic customer service when they have the chat bots. It's hard. It's, could you do this? Is your problem solved? Not really. Sometimes I don't know how to type what I need to feel and how to express what I need to get the problem solved. And we'll get back to you in thing. And I don't know, it's easier to talk to someone, even they outsource it or not. I get better results to get it done. So for example, if you go Chase, MX, or even for my web service was HostGator, I call them and they said they will help me out no matter what. And I would always go back to them because they have that. When we think of different, I guess you could say products or experiences, you could have your budget experience. You walk into a Walmart and there's going to be long lines. You're not expecting anyone to help you, but at least the expectations are set that everything is going to be on a cost savings experience, right? When you go to Frontier Airlines, your plane may not even show up.
But that's what
So
you're getting
shit.
for that's
So
what you're getting
shit.
for that expectation. Where I think there's some gray area is in the middle to high tier. The middle tier,
We'll
let's
have a
say
really good product, I think.
maybe they have a good product, or maybe their product's good, but because they're kind of playing in the middle space, maybe their customer service is bad. There's a lot of like mixed expectations that happen in that middle tier. So maybe if we're still sticking on the airline area, that would be like United Airlines. It's kind of in that middle tier of kind of an okay product, kind of okay customer service, not really too sure half the
They'll
time.
get the job done. It won't be that great, but it can be great.
Exactly. And then you have the higher tier where your level of expectations are a lot higher and you get value from different things. So price cutting at that area and automating in that like tier becomes a lot more problematic because it's almost like a bait and switch. If I'm paying for Emirates Airlines, I'm expecting something amazing. One, because the price is there. Two, because they're just kind of at that higher tier of an experience. Same with Singapore Air. Those are a different level of experience. When I'm walking into a Ritz Carlton or a St. Regis, I have a different expectation that's coming from that brand because they're playing in that higher tier space. They might be just a little bit more expensive. So you're still expecting just a little bit more of an experience to be with it. So if they're cutting corners, it's going to be super, like it'll hurt their brand or it hurts the experience.
Yeah, but maybe it's more upper tier. So it was crazy. Well, how about you? Have you dealt with that internally of trying to automate something or on a personal or at work and experience that you're like, oh, this was a kind of a Doorman fallacy?
For work, all the time. When you're running any kind of team with a budget, you're always trying to optimize the budget as much as possible with the most minimal downside.
Want to hop on my topic or do you want to?
Let's go to your topic.